Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Carroll Catholic head soccer coach Matt Kirkpatrick. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. So over the last 2 weeks, you've played 7 more games. You had 4 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. Let's talk about some of these.
Great.
On Thursday, February 27th, you played an important area game against Centerpoint. And, man, you beat the brakes off of them, 10-0. Tell us about that night.
Well, it was a great night. We had a lot of success. We got to do a lot of things we want as a team on the field. And so good to get everybody involved. You know, it's one of those games where we can get everybody in a lot and really try to rep some of the stuff that we train all week long against somebody else instead of beating up on ourselves. And,
exactly.
And things happened to turn out well that night.
Yeah, good. Good deal. So then the next afternoon you hosted Gardendale and unfortunately came away with a 4-1 loss. That had to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, that was a tough loss. I tell you, we gave up 2 penalty kicks in the first 15-ish minutes of that game and really put us behind things. We learned a little bit. One of the great things about this sport is that your God's always teaching us lessons that we get to learn. And so, learned a lot about, keeping our heads. So we gave up those penalty kicks, and then we gave up 2 other goals. We're down 4-0 at half.
Right.
Actually came back and won the second half 1-0. Had several of the chances. JC, one of our center backs, actually hit the post twice in that second half. So we had a good number of chances to get back. And it did hurt, but grateful for the opportunity to learn lessons that we learned that will help carry us through the season.
Good deal.
Yeah.
So on March 1st, you played Moody. You beat them 2-0. That was a nice win.
Great comeback. They beat us last year, so that was
did they?
That was good to get that back.
Wow.
That's
okay,
right.
good.
Yep.
Then you played Altamont, your alma mater, right?
Well, no, but I taught and coached there for 13 years.
Oh, that's right. You coached there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good to. In fact, I helped build that field that is there now.
Did you really?
So it's always fun to go back there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you beat them 4-2. How did that feel? Going back?
It's always special to go back there. And the field is actually named after one of our players that I coached who passed away.
Oh, no.
We were playing Briarwood. She collapsed during the game and ended up having brain cancer. And so there's a lot of special memories back there. And so it always feels good, especially when we can have some success back there. That's always fun. Yeah. But it was great. The boys played really well. Second half, I think we scored 3 goals in the second half within a span of about 20 minutes. And so it's good to see things click like that.
Good. So then exactly a week ago, you played Ramsey, which is another important area game, and you beat them 8-0. That was a fantastic win.
I tell you, that was a great game too. Their program is really getting better this year. It's the best I've seen them. They played with such spirit and enthusiasm. Right. And they've got a new coach. Of course, they've got a bunch of great athletes who work really hard. And so our boys really had to step up. We were challenged a lot in that game and had a great second half.
Right. So then you played North Ridge. You came away with a tough loss, 2-1. Tell us about that one.
Boy, that was tough. And that when my first year at John Carroll, the captain of that team is now the head coach over there.
Oh, wow.
And so that's always fun to play against his name's Topher, and great to play against Topher. And the game honestly could have gone either way. We missed some chances. They took care of a couple of their chances, and it's a great game. We played it at the University of Alabama. So,
that was the one.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun to have our high school guys have an experience playing on a university campus. Sure. Big, beautiful field. The grass is perfect, and it was a beautiful night. So we ended up not getting the result we wanted, but that's kind of the way soccer goes sometimes. You can do a lot of things well, and it can cost you. So it was a great night, and again, lessons learned. Going forward, and we're grateful for those opportunities.
Awesome. Yeah. So then finally, this past Tuesday, you played Indian Springs, and you came up with a 0-0 tie. Now, I'll ask you. For those that don't understand soccer rules, maybe they're watching this show, kind of explain how that works.
Yeah. So it's a long time to play without any goals.
Yes, it is.
But so much of soccer is, for us, especially soccer people, is more than just about the goal scored. It's about how we're making that happen, how we're defending, how we're how we're playing that chess match out there.
Sure.
And so, we did a lot of things well. They're a very quality team. They're the number one team in 5A. And so, sometimes a tie can really feel like a loss because it's like, man, we should have won that game.
Right.
Sometimes a tie can, feel like a win because, you fought really well and come back or something like that. I'd say this game was about both, right? So it really was a tie. I think the stats showed we had 68% of possession, and we outshot them. They have very dangerous players and caused some scary moments at times, and our defense did a great job shutting that down.
Right.
So really, again, game could have gone either way. We missed a penalty kick with 8 minutes left to win the game. Great shot, but even better save. And so I like the way we played. One thing that really, again, ties feel like a win or a loss sometimes. The positive side of that was our boys really played unified with great passion, which we've been really working towards. And you could see that happening on the field.
Nice.
There were many times where we're stringing together 6 to 8 passes to develop a chance, and we just didn't finish it on that night.
Right.
But we played a good game, and that, I think they would, the way the route in postseason would go is they would come through the South. And if we end up going through the North, we would find each other again in the state finals. So that would hopefully be a rematch one day.
Okay, good deal. So you've got more games coming up, and we're going to discuss those right after this message.
PrepsNet Coach Speak with John Carroll Catholic head soccer coach Matt Kirkpatrick is proudly sponsored by Campus Traditions. Go Cavaliers!
And we're back. Coach, you were supposed to head to the coast this weekend. Starting Friday, you had a 3-game stint against St. Michael's, Daphne, and Bayside. Not happening because of weather. So things change. Tell us who you are playing this Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, one of the things, we have to be flexible, right?
Right.
With what Mother Nature provides. So, and we've been fortunate. We hate to miss those games, but we picked up a great match this evening against Calera.
Oh, excellent.
Who's a top 10 6A school. They're doing really well this year. That'll be this evening out at Eagle Soccer Complex in Calera.
Okay.
And then we've also added Westminster Oak Mountain, who's doing really well. They're a smaller school. We play them every year, but they have a great coach, really great team.
Nice.
And they're going to come here to John Carroll at 4:30 on Friday.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
And then you've got a game on Tuesday?
We do. We've added Mountain Brook also, which is a storied program, great soccer coach and team again. We coach a lot of those guys in our club soccer in the fall. And so it's always great for these guys to get together and play. And so we've added 3 really good games that, again, are going to help us continue our development and process to where we want to go. So,
good deal. And then you'll have one more game. That's on Thursday, just before spring break, and that's against Leeds, correct?
It is, and that's become a pretty heated rivalry.
Really?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We split with them last year. We would have to play Leeds to get to the Final Four at the end of the year. And like I said, we split games in the past. It'll be the Thursday before we all go on spring break.
Yes.
So usually the hill is packed. There'll be a food truck there with tons of great food.
Nice.
And just it's an awesome environment. So we really look forward to that game.
Well, good deal. Coach, that's our show, but we've got a special guest today. We've got J.C. Martinez coming in. He is a senior. His position is center back, and he's a captain of the team. Tell us a little bit about this young man.
Yeah, he's been great to coach and really see him blossom over the last year. Right. He came in last year to fill some big shoes and playing center back and blossomed really well. And so his leadership ability, his communication, part of what soccer is as a center back, you are kind of driving the whole team. Everything happens in front of you. You got to communicate about that. You have to shut everything down as it comes through. And so he's taken on some big responsibilities in the last year and a half and owned that well. And so we've got him to be captain, and he's just a great young man, and glad he could join us today.
Good deal. Well, he's going to join us right now. Welcome in, JC.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So tell us what it's like to play for Coach K. How has he helped you out?
I mean, I haven't joined the team. I joined like 2 years ago.
Okay.
And he's been really motivational for me. And he's always been there. Like, he's tough on us, but, like, he knows what we're capable of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good deal. So you mentioned you joined 2 years ago. Did you play any kind of park ball before that, or was this your first transition into soccer?
I started when I was like 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I've been playing for a while.
Okay.
But I started junior year on varsity.
Okay.
Here.
Okay. Good deal. What's been your experience so far? How's the season going for you?
I've really enjoyed it. Made a lot of new friendships here because that's like we're a whole family.
Yeah.
And we've really all enjoyed each other. And
Good.
we lost some people, but we've overcome.
Right. And it's special. It's your final year. It's your senior year. I'm sure you're hoping to close out strong. You got a few more games left before you start looking into playoffs and stuff like that. I'm sure it makes a difference being your final year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Tell us, what teams do you really enjoy playing? Are there certain rivalries or certain games that you've enjoyed the most?
Yeah, I'm going to say Leeds. Because
Okay.
we had tough last year.
Right.
I think we'll be able to beat them this year.
Right? Okay. So that's your number one. Any others you look forward to?
Let's see.
Got to be one of the area games because those are always important. Now y'all are really doing great against the area this year, but I'm sure you have to get up for those because those are important.
Yeah, they're very important.
Okay, good deal. What plans do you have after graduation?
Yeah, so I'm going to Shelton State. It's community college.
Nice, yeah.
Right next to Alabama.
Right.
And I'm majoring in nursing there.
Fantastic. Well,
Yes,
we wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir.
That's our show. Appreciate your time and coming in, and we certainly appreciate yours. Join us in a couple more weeks for another John Carroll version of Coach Speak.